Hey sweeties, it's your girl Candy.
And this is Skittles.
And you're watching Sweetaddictionstv. And today, sweeties, we have the Reid brothers. You may recognize Aaron Reid from his Sweet 16, you know, when he had, it looked like a concert. What was everybody?
I wasn't invited either.
I just met y'all.
See, I'm just,
The next one, okay.
And then we have Antonio here. Y'all, he's more behind the scenes. He worked, you know, we worked with Hicko. He was managing, what's her? Oh shit.
Janelle Monáe.
There you go. And
Scar.
keep on.
I worked, did some work for Arista, did work for Def Jam, did work for Epic Records, did work for a lot of people, made some people some money.
He's doing his business, basically. He's doing what he gotta do, y'all. So we're gonna ask him a few questions today. Basically, we want to know what do y'all have in the works. So we're gonna start with you, Aaron. What do you have that people need to start looking out for?
Well, I just had the launch of my company, YEEC, last Friday at the Loft. YEEC stands for the Young Entrepreneurs Empowerment Coalition, where me and some of my friends who are actors and bloggers and artists, writers, directors, you know, a lot of creative people, we get together and we're planning to change entertainment.
Oh, you planning to, like, as a whole, everything?
Yeah,
Y'all just
I'm
working on
talking about
basis.
fashion, film, music,
Okay.
everything.
So everything's in the works with that. So as far as the fashion part, do y'all have a name, or y'all coming out with a clothing line? Or?
Yeah, I can't say too much about it.
No. Okay. All right. You know, next. So, and what do you have going on, Antonio?
Well, I already stated some of my credits, so those are a lot of things that I've done, things that I got going in the future. Truthfully, I'm not allowed to speak on them, otherwise they might not come to fruition. I want everything to come true, and I don't want to speak on it too soon.
Yeah, didn't we say this was an interview? I ain't gonna tell nobody though, you know. Okay.
Okay, I have a question. Growing up around music, how did this affect your childhood?
You want to take it, Aaron, or you want me to take it?
You say your piece and I'll say.
Okay. Alright, so, well, for me, I'm a little older than Aaron. So, I didn't move to Atlanta until I was like 15 years old. So, it wasn't really music around me a whole lot in the early part. That wasn't until I reached my teenage years. So, I'm not exactly sure what I'll be doing if I wasn't around music. Because I'm from Cincinnati, so it's pretty crazy up there. But, the part of it that I did get to witness, I enjoyed it. I took the perks where they were, but it's also a gift and a curse. So, you know, it's alright, but I grew up normal like everybody else. I had to fight with my cousins. I had to cut the grass. You know, I was working on cars, walking dogs, paper routes, the whole nine.
The whole 9 yards. Okay, and sweetie, how was it for you? Was it a little more since you got into it in the middle?
When I was in my mother's stomach, she was recording her second album. You know, so I've been around music since day one.
And for y'all who doesn't know, his mother's PEBBLES.
Yep. You know, it was hard growing up because a lot of the things that were normal to me were abnormal to other children. I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. You know, we're very blessed. We have two, my mother and my father. You know, they're two very influential and important people in the industry, so I just plan to take that to the next level.
Okay. Now, since you brought up your mother and your father, what I want to know is, let's say you had that L.A. Reid and PEBBLES weren't your mother and your father, and L.A. wasn't your father, and y'all grew up in a completely different environment. Do y'all think that where you are now, that you would still be interested in the entertainment business?
I think so, because even when my father wasn't necessarily there every day to instill music in me, my mother wasn't necessarily a big music fan. She wasn't a music hater, but it wasn't necessarily always in my house, yet I found it anyway. I loved it anyway. So I think that eventually, because I think I got bit by the bug really, really early, or it was just in me somehow. I just love music. So I think that eventually I'd have made my way to the entertainment business somehow if I wasn't shot up or something in Cincinnati.
Oh.
I love music is a feeling. Like it's it can alter your emotions. It can make you sad or happy. You know, and that's what I found in music. I fell in love with music, and that wasn't from my parents playing it for me. Like Tony said, I found my own way.
Right.
You know, when I was a little kid, I used to run around in my underwear with guitars and sunglasses on, singing all of Michael Jackson's songs.
I can vouch for that.
So you can vouch for that
real,
one.
Let me
right?
ask you this question. You were saying, Aaron, that the norm for you wasn't the norm for other people. How did you balance that in your life, in your childhood and growing up? How did you balance that?
Well, you know, children talk all the time. You know, you develop people who get jealous and you know, you got to deal with a whole bunch of stuff. But it's really just about staying humble, remaining humble, you know, and appreciating the small things. And you know, as long as you pray every day and you ask the Lord to forgive you, I think everything will work out.
Hey, y'all better listen to him.
Y'all take
Y'all
heed to
better
that,
listen. Some of y'all be
Y'all
doing too
need
much.
prayer.
Y'all think y'all,
So,
yeah.
But
Well,
now what I also want to ask is, y'all said like it's a blessing and it's a curse. So what I want to know is, do y'all think the doors that y'all been able to kick down and run through, has it been easier because of your father and your mother, or has it been harder because people look at you like, oh, that's, you know, so-and-so's kid, so they just in here because of that?
I think that, I mean, it definitely opens doors, you know, it's definitely very helpful, but people in the music industry and stuff like that who know me, you know, they also know that I have an ear. So I'm going to give them the truth. I'm going to tell them what I really think, you know, about the music. So.
Okay, what about you?
yeah, and this is the record business. This ain't like selling cars, something like that. So it's got to be based on your own taste and your own opinion. So, you know, family doing it before you can only get you so far. You know what I'm saying? With my dad kind of setting the way, you know, it creates, like I said before, it's a gift and a curse. So it creates obstacles for us as well as opens doors. You know, obstacles being things like, let's say I got an artist and I want to get this artist a deal. And my dad doesn't sign this artist. Now, before I walk into any office with this other artist, they're worried about why I'm bringing them the artist, as opposed to worrying about what the artist is.
Right.
So it makes it a little bit harder for me than the average Joe walking into an office with an artist. You know what I mean? Same thing for Aaron. If Aaron walks in there, it would be different if, you know, our dad wasn't necessarily working in the business anymore, or, you know, let's say, for, you know, God forbid he wasn't here or something like that. Then it would be a little bit different. Because he's at the top of his game, it's odd for us to walk into another record label and take artists when our father does that. Because the first thing they say is,
why didn't your dad sign?
Why didn't your dad sign?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the artist?
You
You know what I mean?
Okay, I can feel that. I
So,
understand
you
that.
know, they too busy looking at us before they look at the artist, you know.
Okay. So now y'all were going, that was, you know, the business part. Now we're just going to ask y'all some questions.
Oh.
First question, and since you young in the know and things like that.
Oh,
so, you know, the first question I had, what is this stupid fruity swag? What is this?
What is it?
What does it
Stupid fruity
mean?
swag.
I have no idea what that means.
Everybody, y'all, it's in what? Young LA,
Juice
Juice Man. Everybody now, it's then went from,
Oh, God.
now it's called Stupid
That's
Fruity
like
Swag.
Stupid fruity swag.
And you know, that don't sound right to me. And,
Oh, Kurt, you just walked in front of the camera.
Okay.
Sorry,
all right.
I used the bathroom.
Yeah, okay. We gonna keep it moving like that.
By the way,
we gonna keep it moving.
That
like
person right there who feels like he owns the earth, he might be entitled to that title. Because that's Kirk Mayfield. That's the oldest son, Curtis Mayfield, right there.
You
A lot
never
of
know
people
who
don't
pops
know
up
that.
over here.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how we do it.
You never know who pops up. We got all types of people running around here, y'all. So you got a question? Skittles?
Well, yeah, you pretty fly, so tell the viewers what clothes they need to be wearing this summer.
BBC, Billionaire Boys Club, A-Life, Supreme. You know, I'm about being comfortable, but at the same time, classy, you know, and
You
being...
might not be able to see it, but it's a black horse on there. It's called Polo.
Shout out to
It don't ever go out of style.
Shout out to
Ever.
Fly Pelican.
Oh,
Got
you're
the
right.
jacket, the Aaron Reid experience, and the hat. Shout out to Fly Pelican.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is what I have a question for you, Antonio. Now, you know us and the
All
viewers.
I wear is Polo.
Oh, Lord, Jesus.
No.
Okay. Now, sometimes the viewers, they want to know how we are on cameras, how we are all the time. Now you know me and Skittles personally, so if you had to sum us up, like, let's go with Skittles first. How would you sum her up?
Man, you know what? I think I'm gonna plead the fifth on that. I don't want to get nobody in trouble.
My viewers know me and they love me. They know how I am.
Somebody.
I'm unpredictable. I'm unpredictable.
I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Okay. How would you sum it up?
I don't understand the question.
I'm not touching that either.
Oh, wait a minute.
I don't understand the question.
Do you understand the question? Plead the fifth. Plead the fifth.
I ain't finna bait me into saying that.
Alright, sweeties, well, we're gonna let them go. We talked their head off enough, and we appreciate y'all for coming out and things like that. Do y'all have any, would y'all like to put, do y'all have Twitter, or do y'all have any websites that y'all like people to check you out on?
Man, it's real simple. MySpace.com/Antonio Reid.
There you go.
REID.
www.theaaronreidexperience.com. That's my blog. You know, I'm on Facebook. I'm on MySpace, Twitter.com/theARexperience.
Okay, so sweeties, we thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. We love you, sweeties. Bye.